back-to-back and three-time Formula Drift champion, Fredric, the Norwegian Hammer Aasbo. There's the live data, you can see the momentum. And then going red, here we go, in that first outside zone. How's he gonna do? Yep, the gold bumper, dragging it on that first outside zone. Comes up a little, oh wow, comes up a lot of it short. That is very un-Aasbo-esque. Ready, leaves a lot on the table there from outside zone 2 and then from 3, middle of the road. You know what? Don't count him out. The way Stuckey's driving, he's aggressive. He's hungry. Here we go. Fredric Aasbo, the Rockstar Energy Drink. Toyota GR Supra, your defending champion, going against Mike Power. Fredric Aasbo out to the outside zone. Mike Power coming up way short there on that first outside zone. Fredric Aasbo not all the way to the outside zone 3, but Power unfortunately not helping himself by not chasing Aasbo.
You got to think about, safety first, so.
All right, here we go. Mike Power out front. Fredric Aasbo in the chase position. We know what Freddie's capable of. And here comes Mike Power, initiates. Very shallow line on that approach. You see how much he's in the rumble strip. Fredric Aasbo has to kind of dial it back. Mike Power looks like doesn't get to the outside zone 3. Freddie, you can see him kind of posturing right there, seeing where Mike's gonna go. And that's really good car awareness by Fredric.
To save it till the last minute.
Absolutely, here we go. Start real quick, cut you off. Fredric Aasbo, the Norwegian Hammer, gets the win. It's unanimous. Freddie advances on powered BMW. The Clone X Beamer chase it down the all-new Toyota Supra. All right, coming into that outside zone. Beecham fails to get out there. Looks like he does mimic that second outside zone. Take him out the middle line into outside zone 3 in that final outside inside clip. That's what I always say. Just don't just count somebody out. You think it might be, all right, Trent Beecham new car, this time the other thing. No man, he could ruin your day as Trent Beecham gets all the way out there, kisses the wall with that back bumper, gets that second outside zone. Still all this. Look at this. Oh, a couple feet off of that third outside zone, and Freddie giving himself, I don't know, man, that's a lot of room there between Freddie and Trenton, but
yeah, that's run all weekend, and I
Freddie Aasbo gets the win. It is unanimous. Go right to it. Great run by Trenton Beecham. Looking forward to seeing. That was only his second chase run in that vehicle. Freddie's got to step it up. Yeah. I mean, like I said, he's not driving like I've seen Freddie drive before. He might be kind of ramping up, but he's got to do it now. Whoa! James Dean explodes that back bumper into that second outside zone. Now he goes into that third, dragging that RTR Spec 5 FD bumper. He knows who he's going against. 2 good friends, 2 fierce competitors, and 6 championships between these 2 drivers. Wow. Freddie Aasbo, 3-time champion. James Dean, 3-time champion. Who's going to get the win? Who's moving on to the final 4? Battered and bruised, but not knocked down. Freddie gets intimate with the wall. 1, 2, little off that second outside zone. Now into the third outside zone. There's Fredric. He dialed in that third outside zone. That's what it's been escaping him all weekend. James kind of just slid right around.
Of the track.
All right, so James Dean, Fredric Aasbo, Freddie. And Fredric Aasbo gets the win. It's unanimous. Borla, Heatwave, Lean Customs, GT Radial Corvette. Fredric Aasbo initiates, trying to get the outside zone. He taps it. Matt Field spins and goes into the wall. Matt Field spins and gets caught up in the smoke. Let's yell, send it. 1, 2, 3. Send it. Here we go. Lick the stamp and send it. Matt Field, Fredric Aasbo, Matt Field out front. Got that Mad Max look, more like Mad Max. Going into that first outer zone, into that second outer zone. The green lights are on. Into that third outer zone. Goes Matt, goes Freddie. Freddie applying the pressure. Now coming out last inside clip. Can Matt Field get it done? Action, slide him left for Aasbo, right for Field, and looks like Matt Field will get the win. So here we go. Fredric Aasbo, your 3-time and defending Formula Drift champion, the Rockstar Energy Drink. Toyota Supra. He's on Nitto tires, wrapped around those Forge Star wheels. Coming up the hill, look at this Supra. The gold nose and the tail gets into that second outside zone. Now back down the hill. Past the touch and go, and then one final inner clip. Boom, right there. Just barely nixed it with that front right corner. Doesn't obliterate it. 86.33 and 86.33. What are your thoughts?
I'm not saying I disagree, but
the lead run here, he qualified high. RCP, the Garagistic BMW. Let's see this Rockstar Energy Drink. Toyota Supra on Nitto tires. Big initiation there for Fredric Aasbo. He is your back-to-back and 3-time champion. He's your defending champion coming in that first outside zone. But Rome, right there. And look at that, he is definitely part of the conversation. Mimicking the angle, that was proper execution. Aasbo finds a little bit more grip coming back down that hill. Maybe Rome gives a little bit too much breathing room in order to create that gap in between Aasbo and Charpentier. Always part of the conversation, and he's really gained a lot of ground over the years. And obviously proof of that is he's currently second in points. RCP, Garagistic BMW E36 coming down the hill, but he is going against our 3-time and defending back-to-back Formula Drift champion, Fredric, the Norwegian Hammer Aasbo. The hammer being dropped, lifting up to that second outside zone. RCP, now watch this. This is where the veterans really shine here. The way they manage that distance and allow them to pass, but then gain that ground.
Little triangle of grass.
Let's take a look at this one more time. Fredric Aasbo and Fredric Aasbo. Aasbo gets the win. Champion. Those weren't in a row, contrary to the 3 in a row of James Dean. Fredric Aasbo coming down the hill with James Dean intel. Look at that, tit for tat initiation. Whoa, are you kidding me? Look at that. Fredric Aasbo, that Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra on Nitto tires, comes into Q in outside zone 1, in outside zone 2. James Dean is right in and tucking in. Nitto tire track, Nitto tire smoke all across. And into that last and final inner clip. Here we go, James Dean out front, AutoZone, Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD. And yeah, Fredric Aasbo, great shot of those acceleration lights, right? Acceleration, green, 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 red, hit those brakes. Now coming in that inside clip, there goes James Dean. Nice snappy transition. Going up the hill, here comes James Dean. He had some trouble here earlier. Not so much trouble right now. Fredric Aasbo taking that beeline approach. How do they handle out of the keyhole? Oh, James Dean open the window opportunity here for Fredric Aasbo. Aasbo fights back. Let's go. Little jab, making some noise. Come on. Atlanta, Aasbo, and Dean, and across the globe, Ireland and Norway and America, make some noise. Where my James Dean fans at? James Dean gets 1 vote, 2 votes. James Dean gets the win. Toyota GR Supra on Nitto tires. Telemetry's up here, it's showing you accel, decel. He throws it right into the wall. The gold nose and the gold back end getting up and intimate with that green wall here at OSW. Now comes into that first inside clip, clean transition, lifts that front wheel off. Again, another unsettling there of the drivers. You saw that front wheel get corrected, and he does exceed that line. So again, very similar to Forsberg's run there. Gets a 91.66. 91.66. Third place in Long Beach. We'd love to get back on the box here in Orlando. He won here 2017. Can he do it again? Fredric Aasbo initiates. Ken Gucci down on the bank. He needs to find closer proximity. There we go. The Nitto tires ablaze past that inside clip on that transition. Ken Gucci shoots in on the inside. He does dial it back and does find it wrapping around that second inside clip of Fredric Aasbo. The gold shining bright in this Orlando sun. Going to be up here in the booth for the Pro Spec Championship. Been a great addition to the broadcast team. Transitioning now in goes Ken Gucci, flicks it in. Oh, look at this, Aasbo comes out of drift. What just happened?
That looks like a mechanical, Jared.
Oh man, and
Two
Gucci
mechanicals.
shuts down.
Wow.
on Nitto Tires. Let's see what we got. Fredric Aasbo, the Norwegian Hammer initiates. Jonathan Hurst right there, right of Paducah. Tucks in, great angle and good height. You know, we had a dip issue earlier for Fredric Aasbo. Hopefully they worked it out. Now going to that second inside clip. Look at Jonathan Hurst, drops into formation. He has to back off, maybe make contact. Fredric Aasbo uses all the court. Oh, he does exceed that. If you get aggressive, you might have to back off, and that's going to compromise, as you said, for Jonathan Hurst not getting that second outside zone.
Exactly.
Here we go. Jonathan Hurst initiates into this thing, firing off like AK-47. Yo, Jonathan Hurst's addiction. And look at this. Here we go. Tucking in is Fredric Aasbo, and that you can see that transition a little smoother, but still, Jonathan Hurst is on a ripper of a line. Look at this. Like Toto holding the line. Well done by Jonathan Hurst.
Into his pocket at the outside zone too. Does a good job there.
All right, here we go. Let's slide him left or slide him right. And there we go. Not against Dylan Hughes. So the winner of this goes against the Dozer, Dylan Hughes, the final four. Here comes Fredric Aasbo versus Simon Olsen. An all-Norwegian battle. North, here we go. Fredric Aasbo, big angle from him. Simon Olsen needs to get that proximity and mimic that angle, pulling away from him. Simon Olsen was looking great all day today. But Freddie showing you why he is three-time champion and defending champion. Also, obviously, all the running link engineers. Here we go. Simon Olsen out front. Fuel suspension, GT radial, F chassis. Fredric Aasbo says, hey, how you doing? How's it back in Norway? Well, I am right here, all up in your business, checking your temperature. Now transitioning into that inside clip two. Simon Olsen taken out. Now, this is first season with a Vortex Supercharged LS. Never driven an F chassis. Making it look really good. But Fredric Aasbo, that gold shadow, shining bright like a diamond. That's a lot to handle. That's a quick curve. Here we go. Slide him left for Fredric Aasbo. Gets the win. Fredric Aasbo, a little slow roll into that outside zone. Big swing into the wall. Dylan Hughes right there. Great proximity from Dylan Hughes. Fredric Aasbo exceeding the line of the track. Now going into the first inside clip, into the second inside clip. Now going to the second outside zone. There goes Fredric Aasbo. Dialing it in. Really good angle from Fredric Aasbo.
Yeah, Dylan mashed it up.
Dylan Dozer Hughes, Royal Purple. BMW on GT radial. Sticks it to the wall. But Fredric Aasbo's right there. Look at that. The gold nose. Nosing in. Dylan, it looks like he had a similar line to Fredric Aasbo. Both of them hanging on that outside zone, maybe just a bit too long. Now here comes Fredric Aasbo. Dylan riding that line, might have gone up into the bank a little bit, just for a moment.
Wow.
We got a decision. Are we going one more time? We going Aasbo? We going Dylan Hughes? Slide him left for Aasbo, right for Dylan Hughes. We got it one more time, and Aasbo gets the win. Nova taking the lead. Fredric Aasbo in the chase position. Look at that. Chelsea Nova sticks to the wall. Fredric Aasbo. He starts out low, but works his way, massages way up top. Nova dropping down from the bank of that first inside clip. Right on it. One for the money, two for the show. Here we go in that last outside zone. Chelsea Nova digs deep on Fredric Aasbo on the door. Throwing the Nittos into the side of it. It's a Nitto 1-2. That is for sure. Ready to go. 1, 2, 3. Fredric Aasbo, the Rockstar Energy Drink, Toyota GR Supra on Nitto Tires. Initiates into the bank. Chelsea Nova gets into formation, comes into that pocket. Look at that. Pizza delivery right there on the door. Into that first inside clip. Fredric Aasbo punts it out of the way. Chelsea Nova drops into formation. Into that last outside zone. A little shimmy. Whoa! Fredric Aasbo goes way up into the bank.
Wow. Just wow.
Moments.
Few minutes.
Celebratory burnouts for the boys. And there you can see it. Fredric Aasbo, Chelsea Nova, 1 and 2. Make some noise for third place. Third place here at round 3 of the Formula Jet Pro Championship Type S scores presented by AutoZone. Third place in the Up Garage ISR Performance 86, Kazuya Taguchi. And now your winner your winner, and you'll know who gets second place. Your winner here at round 3 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship, brought to you by Type S. Scores presented by AutoZone is unanimously Chelsea Denofa gets the win. Chelsea Denofa gets the win in his Pennzoil BC Racing Ford RTR Spec 5 FD. He was nervous. All right, so can Fredric Aasbo knock off his Toyota Rockstar Nitto teammate off the #1 spot? Here goes Aasbo, big yank of the brake. He slides right into that first outside zone, coming to the second outside zone. He's, again, your defending and now 3-time FD champion here at E-Town. Dropping the hammer in that final outside zone. Is this enough? A 92 is what Ryan Tuerck's got. Gets aggressive. Look at that wheel speed, man. I mean, absolutely burning him.
That was pretty nice, Jared.
That was really well done. Here we go, Fredric Aasbo with a 94. He gets that #1 spot from his Rockstar teammate. And also the outside zone too. You're going to see it sailing as well. Here we go, our first battle, round 32, top 32. Fredric Aasbo, our #1 qualifier, going against Ken Gushi, who qualified 32nd. Both these Toyota pilots. Fredric Aasbo, your defending back-to-back champion, also 3-time champion as well. Fredric Aasbo, Ken Gushi now looking in that outside zone #2. Let's see this transition. Good proximity from Ken Gushi. Transition now in the outside zone 3. Ken Gushi has to back off. He then does surge forward as Fredric Aasbo fills all of it. You see Ken Gushi kind of got that power on deck, but ideally just get into that pocket and stay and maintain.
Why wouldn't want to say the talent isn't there all the time, but when the cars are crazy and the driver's going to have a harder time keeping him sideways.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Ken Gushi out front now. Fredric Aasbo in the chase position. Again, a little bit of moisture on track, slowing things down, minimizing that smoke, and then, boom, creating some steam on Freddie. Look at that. Freddie gets out of shape. That is a huge blow and shock to the system. Holy cow, Fredric Aasbo. I mean, this is absolutely massive. That could be deemed an incomplete for Fredric Aasbo. You saw him make contact. He straightened out.
Big area.
This is huge. This is huge right here. Fredric Aasbo, Ken Gushi, and look at this. Ken Gushi takes down our defending champion.
Fredric.
Up next is your now 3-time and defending Formula Drift champion, Up next now is your defending 3-time champion, Fredric, the Norwegian Hammer Aasbo, who had a lackluster New Jersey #1 qualifier. It's knocked down to 32. How's he going to be here in St. Louis? Initiates into that first outside zone. The gold nose and tail gets into that second outside zone. You can see the tail light reflecting on the wall. Listen to that exhaust nose. Goes and gets close to that third outside zone. How's he going to manage one last outside zone? Can he be your #1 qualifier? There you go. Way to go, Idaho. Fredric Aasbo. 84.3, so mid-80s.
So man, only 2 X factors, eh?
Yeah, that was lacking there, but I think didn't risk it for the X. That's gonna work out for him. Got a lot of horsepower with this Toyota GR Supra. Bang! Right there. Look at Alec Robbins, and he tries to risk it, but ends up biting into the dust. Here we go to that second outside zone. Fredric Aasbo almost practically dragging that gold Rockstar bumper on that second outside zone to the third outside zone. With the tire being thrown up, and Alec Robbins shreds that back bumper. He goes off course, and it looks like Fredric Aasbo continues on as Supra. 3-time champion. He's on those Nitto tires. Slow crawl out of the gates. What is Robbins going to do? He initiates in that first outside zone. Everybody dropping that tire, man. Getting that dirt roost into that second outside zone. A little wonky, shuts her down. That's going to be a wrap for Alec Robbins, unfortunately. And Freddie does not need to complete the rest of this run because of that lead car. So unfortunately, there was contact made. And that's just going to be the nail in the coffin, unfortunately, for Alec Robbins as he shuts it down. Aasbo will get the victory.
Car, or it can cause you to straighten. So, if you're going to err on the side of caution, I would say maybe stay on the inside a little bit.
Just keep it up there.
Just a couple of inches inside.
So Freddie, the Norwegian Hammer, Fredric Aasbo gets the win. Here we go. Fredric Aasbo, Robert Thorn. Freddie will lead. Thorn will give chase. Through the chicane goes that Rockstar Toyota GR Supra, initiating into the outside zone. Thorn, the ASM Momo BMW. Now navigating towards that second outside zone. Oh, and Robert Thorn, a big correction. He had a big straightening there. Coming into that third outside zone goes Fredric Aasbo. The goal looking good right now. Into that last outside zone, and there goes Robert Thorn with another quick little problem correction. Maybe a little bit of nerves, maybe getting a little slick in that area. Again, Fredric Aasbo. So Thorn, ASM, Momo, BMW. He's going to lead, throws it in. The Koenig wheels go around, and Fredric Aasbo, he is just bathing in smoke. Grab that soap. He's getting all dirty here in that third outside zone. Thorn, a lot more comfortable getting that fresh air. And that bumper compresses and pops back out. But Fredric Aasbo keeps his composure like we know he can and spins out and saves it. So Thorn does a little 360 action and saves the car. But that could have been a lot more worse. And there you go. And here we are taking a look. You know the outcome. Fredric Aasbo, the three-time champ, gets the win. Hats off. Now here's the 8, fight for a number 4 spot, but Jonathan Hurst would love to twist the screws on Fredric Aasbo, that Rockstar pilot, and there he goes, the Mr. Cool BMW, that second outside zone. Hurst backs off just a little bit, but now back to it. Into that third outside zone, Fredric Aasbo, signature Aasbo style. Almost, oh, what is that? That was absolutely wild. Looks like it came out of drift and just shimmied its way. It looked like the suspension part broke or something. That looked wild. Gave the tire and it kept it where the rubber meets the road, but the rubber actually didn't meet the road because he beat it and shook up the car a little bit. Here we go, that Mr. Cool BMW. He's gonna try to fight back. Oh, no he won't. And unfortunately, that'll be all she wrote for Jonathan Hurst. A great effort there, but doesn't matter what Aasbo does in the entirety of this run. Fredric Aasbo's going to the Final Four. So again, the three-time champion, the competitor there in either Gucci, let's make it official. Slide him left for Fredric Aasbo. The Rockstar energy drink, Toyota GR Supra, gets the win. And victory here. Here we go. Fredric Aasbo initiates strongly into that first outside zone. Simon Olsen, his Norwegian compatriot, into that second outside zone. Simon Olsen, he checks up. He takes a way shallower line. Here comes Fredric Aasbo on the Nitto tires. The Bergenholtz get loud. Now to that final outside zone. Here comes Fredric Aasbo. Drops it right into formation. Simon Olsen, he is in tow, but he had a major mistake on that second outside zone. That definitely will hurt him. Difficult, just given, you know, the skill level and elevation right now. So Simon Olsen, he's going to lead, but he knows he's got Fredric Aasbo, the gold Rockstar nose, in that rear view mirror. Watch Freddie surge an attack here in that second outside zone, and he's going to go deep in this third outside zone. Both of them, boom, right there. That's what I was expecting here. Now, again, this is the toughest part of the track line, that exclamation point on the run. Freddie wasn't exactly the closest on that last outside zone, but he gave it the old Norwegian try. Skoll, there we go. Saying slide him left for Aasbo, right for Olsen. Oh, one more time. Fredric Aasbo and Simon Olsen. We are split across the board. Launch as Chelsea Minova, and again, notably Matt Field. Here we go with one more time battle between Fredric Aasbo and Simon Olsen. All Norway on track right now. Big angle from Fredric Aasbo. That was massive there, and again, Simon Olsen retaliates. This, you know, we're talking about that line, and yeah, very similar line. He kind of hung it out to dry, but Olsen with really good posture and composure into that last outside zone. This is it. I mean, the confidence level of Simon Olsen is through the roof. Something just that extra special sauce. Let's send it, boys. Come on now. Is Simon Olsen going to take down the three-time and defending champ of Fredric Aasbo? Or is Aasbo going to assume the points lead here in St. Louis? Simon Olsen, good transition outside zone 2. Fredric Aasbo drops right into that pocket. Man, that is signed, sealed, and delivered. Coming now down into that last outside zone. Ryan, some great driving out front by Olsen. Man, that thing slams down into that transition. And again, great formation. Fredric Aasbo. Slide him right for Simon Olsen. Then we got one for Aasbo. One more time, and one more time. Assume again the points lead here in St. Louis. Little Manji across the nose of that field suspension S15. Fredric Aasbo dialed. Looks like he is definitely more on rails than he was previously. Simon Olsen. Now that looked like a really good execution going from 1 to 2. And that allows Olsen to get right in that pocket. Transitioning in that final outside zone. Olsen gets a little too aggressive, bites off more than he can chew. I mean, that was almost perfect. But where is it gonna be? Simon Olsen out front. We got a clean start. Let's see this initiation. Boom, goes right for that first outside zone. Now go to the second outside zone. Let's watch this transition right in there. Fredric Aasbo giving him a little bit, maybe too much room, and just as I say that, he closed the door. Simon Olsen looks like he DBs that back left. He hits that wall, but as long as he powers through this, the second portion of this battle, he finishes out, and Simon Olsen and Freddie go back and forth, banging doors. Let them know you're here, St. Louis. Yo! Definitely hold their head high because they're still getting third place. Fredric Aasbo gets the win and the points lead, gets knocked down 32 in New Jersey and gets redemption and is going to the finals. Ryan's meaning, let's not go one more time. Come on, boys, let's get a winner. Signed, sealed, delivered, send it, come on. Odi Bakshis initiates in that first outside zone, hammering down to the throttle. Good angle here from Odi Bakshis. Fredric Aasbo, you talk about peaking and getting out there. Is Fredric Aasbo peaking right now, or is Odi Bakshis really good execution on that third outside zone? There goes Odi Bakshis in that last outside zone. Tell you what, seems like they tuned it up just a little bit. Fredric Aasbo, he now leads that Rockstar Energy Drink, Toyota GR Supra, and also the points lead here in St. Louis, but he'd love to cap it with an overall win here in St. Louis. Into that second outside zone goes Fredric Aasbo. Look at the proximity from Odi Bakshis. Going to that third outside zone. Fredric Aasbo uses all of it. Now that last and final outside zone, filling all of it. Odi Bakshis not as deep as Fredric Aasbo. Our next round of competition in Seattle. Here's some celebratory Bernies from the boys. 1 and 2. Fredric Aasbo, Odi Bakshis, and Simon Olsen, your 3 podium finishers. After Chelsea Denofa, Adam LZ wins in New Jersey. There's your 3 vehicles as they step outside of their car. Look at the smiles still on their faces. So third place as he steps outside of his vehicle, third place. There he is again, a Norwegian battle there. And there they are, the field suspension guys. Third place here at round 5 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Got second place in New Jersey. Make some noise for Simon Olsen. Giving a tap to that field suspension S chassis. And now your winner here at round 5 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Again, bears repeating. We saw Field, we saw Gittin, we saw Denofa, we saw LZ, and now here at round 5, a new winner. And that winner is, unanimously, Odi Bakshis gets the win unanimously. Match between Fredric Aasbo and Matt Field as he assumed the points lead after St. Louis and getting second place. The gold nose of that Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra. The 4 stars go round, wrapped in Nitto tire. Little yank of that handbrake. Can he knock down Matt Field? Again, bragging rights and also getting the fast pass from qualifying into 16, given the amount of drivers that we have here and who have either failed to make it or having issues. But Fredric Aasbo completes his qualifying run here in Seattle. But Fredric Aasbo, 87.3. Matt Field is your K&N #1 qualifier. To Irwindale, just put it out there right now, but he's got to get through Mike Power first here in top 32 at Evergreen Speedway. Fredric Aasbo, the Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra, quickly escapes Mike Power's grip. You can see massive angle there. The 4-star wheels go round and the Nitto tires are gripping up. Mike Power shoots in on that power alley. It's like having a little bit of issues here. Now transitioning into that inside clip. Aasbo, the gold nose, right on it. Man, that was a crazy flick he did that last outside zone. Almost like came unwound.
all the way out there without overstepping the line either. So it's a very tricky part of the track.
Fredric Aasbo cannot afford a mistake here if he's going for that championship here in 2023. Mike Power initiates. Fredric Aasbo does have great proximity. Mike Power, look at, he is hitting his stride right now. Really good angle on that Type S S15 into the power zone with that clean air. He is a new man. And now Fredric Aasbo shows you why he's three-time champion. Get to the side of Mike Power. Now transitioning that last clip. And right there on the door, almost gets into it. Passion, but seat time, man, you got it. You got to get behind the wheel.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you know, Mike Power, he's going to be hanging out. Him, myself, Larry Chen. We're going to be over the Type S booth at 310. Who's going to get the win? The Supra out front, black and gold, driven by Fredric Aasbo, Ryan Tuerck. Whoa, whoa, look at that. Quick, snappy initiation by Fredric Aasbo. Ryan Tuerck, failure to launch. He does get that proximity. Look at him just gaining ground. Whoa, look at that, throwing more angle out of Fredric Aasbo. Ryan Tuerck adjusts, going to that third outside zone. Fredric Aasbo, the Ford-Star wheels go round. Looks like Aasbo said Ryan missed it a little bit there, but that was wild. It even garnered a whoa from you, Ryan. On Nitto tires. Start chicane. Bumper hang right there from Ryan Tuerck. Now coming into the big bank. The hot hatchback. Filling all that outside zone. Very settled. Like the way that Ryan Tuerck, again, very squatted into that second outside zone. Fredric Aasbo comes out of the smoke into that outside zone 3. Right into that pocket, tight on that inside clip. Fredric Aasbo almost diving in on the inside. That really could have hurt him. Oh, is it right there? Oh, okay, all right. I don't understand that though. And there we go. Ryan Tuerck gets the win. Ryan, that is huge. Ryan Tuerck gets the win unanimously. Freddie, what you got cooking? Here comes the Norwegian Hammer, swinging in. Big, massive angle there into that inside clip. He does miss it though. So you saw him just skirt around the outside into this second outside zone, that big long one. Again, throwing some more angle at it now, coming into this final outside zone. Kind of a straight line approach, didn't, you know, maybe he saw Matt Field kind of throw it in there, so just a smoother, more poetic entry and transition into that last outside zone. So 79.33, so top 12. Good job, little slap on the rear end, say get on out there, boy. So here we go, Fredric Aasbo, that Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra Nitto tires, and Kyle Mohan, the Mazda RX-8. Kyle Mohan, a veteran of Formula Drift. Fredric Aasbo, good angle there in the second outside zone. Kyle Mohan, look at that proximity there, the screaming wankles coming down the pipe in that last outside zone. Mohan falls off just a little bit there, and that again. Mohan is can he manage it? Can he massage it in the right places? Taking a look at the, you can see the telemetry. 84, 85, 90, 99 miles per hour for Mohan on initiation. Fredric Aasbo, he's going to chase him down going into, and you can see Mohan from that angle, good proximity. Want to see where they're at, the placement of the car. You can see Mohan just barely dipping in to that outside zone. Great lead run there by Mohan, but Aasbo cannot be shaken. Whole team, all the perspectives. But then Freddie, what a way to adapt to Kyle Mohan. You saw him just on his toes. Great effort by Kyle Mohan. Only get one, and Travis Reeder utilizing his. He's got that red BMW, old red, coming out swinging, but he knows Fredric Aasbo's in his rearview mirror, another three-time champion. There's only 3, and they're all here in the building. Travis Reeder gets out to the outside zone. Not only are the temperatures rising, but the angle is rising. Travis Reeder filling that second zone, and here's what I'm talking about. Fredric Aasbo, a little bit of wavering there. That is not, as you say, Aasbo-esque. And in that third outside zone, there's the Aasbo. Oh, but Travis Reeder goes into the gravel, kicks up the gravel, and that allows Aasbo to get to the side. Good vibes out here, man. I love seeing this here real quick, sorry. Here we go, back to the action. Fredric Aasbo out front, Travis Reeder in the chase position. Here goes Fredric Aasbo, big swing across the nose of Travis Reeder. And then, all right, past that inside clip into that first outside zone, and there it is, getting that fresh air. He's showing you why he is in contention for another championship. As you said on top of the show, is he the GOAT? Is he going to get a 4th championship? Will he be the first ever 4-time champion? Travis Reeder has some shimming in that chase position, but Fredric Aasbo, I mean, it was like he was on rails.
Both directions.
We're about to find out. Thin line, thick line, give me some of it one more time. Fredric Aasbo in. Fredric Aasbo gets the win. Who is just finding himself in the Great 8, but one of these Toyota and Rockstar drivers is going to find themselves going against Matt Field in the Final Four. Big initiation there from Fredric Aasbo. Massive angle from that Toyota GR Supra into that first outside zone. Now transitioning into the second. The big wide sweeper. Ryan Tuerck almost has to pedal it back a little bit, but now he finds that proximity. Ryan Tuerck lacking the angle compared to Fredric Aasbo, and now he's got that proximity. Trying to grind the door. The lights extinguished through that start chicane. And we got a clean start. Here we go. Ryan Tuerck coming now, initiating. 3-2-1 cone. Fredric Aasbo right there to the side of his Toyota and Rockstar teammate. Looks like Ryan Tuerck loses a little bit of angle there. Fredric Aasbo has to drop in and drop back. Second outside zone, riding the course edge are both the drivers. Could barely see Fredric Aasbo as he just darts outside of that Nitto tire smoke, and Ryan Tuerck a little disrupted there in that third outside zone. Do we have a decision? Slide him left for Aasbo, right for Ryan Tuerck. Ryan Tuerck gets 1 vote, 2 votes. Ryan Tuerck upsets. Done, but he first needs to get good qualifying points. Here we go. And again, 3 points at stake for #1 qualifying. And Fredric Aasbo, the Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra. The Nitto tires are blazing into that final outside, the second outside clip. And he has thrown some smoke in Mateus's face in the Rockstar Energy Drink VIP suite. Pass, ooh, really tight. That was really well done. And onto that. There is that final outside zone 3. More 78.66. 78.66. And he is in the mix. Sister, I haven't seen her in numerous years. His wife's in the building as well, Taylor. So here we go. Castro, LTH, GR, 86, big angle there. Looking locked and loaded. We talked about how Castro says moments of greatness, and there is one right now. I mean, the coverage is so settled. There goes Fredric Aasbo. Talk about that smoke. You know, oh, and Fredric Aasbo pushes, goes through the wall. Fredric Aasbo gets out of shape, very uncharacteristic of the Norwegian hammer, and Castro's putting on one heck of a show out front.
I think that was fine.
Here we go, Fredric Aasbo in the Supra out front. Nitto tires, setup plays, Castro initiation. He drops down low. That's not exactly where you want to be. Maybe the car got a little bit of damage there on that first run. Big angle for Freddie. That was a crazy transition past that inner clip. Castro keeps it clean though. You know what? He might be taking a strategic approach here, backing off, but no, he's not. And then he throws it up. Okay, so with Freddie the moment in, and look at this. A championship contender today is knocked out early. Fredric Aasbo is knocked out by his Toyota teammate of Jonathan Castro, getting the victory. Those guys, I mean, those guys are like brothers. They have so much fun together, you know, on the track and off the track, even more so, either in DR or, I mean, I'll tell you what, Fredric Aasbo should definitely hold his head high. You know, coming off of a back-to-back championship, 21, 22, previously a few years ago, you know, I think he earned the respect of so many drifters across the globe on what he does, to the degree he does, the professionalism, and just an absolute great ambassador coming to us from Norway. Fredric Aasbo, the Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra, can't wait for 2024.